Don't just manage. Lead. Building a team of future leaders. Ever feel like your team is just going through the motions? Like cogs in a machine, instead of a powerhouse climbing towards a shared goal? You're not alone. Today, we're tackling the age-old question that trips up even the most seasoned leaders: management versus leadership. We throw these terms around like they're the same, but there's a Grand Canyon-sized difference between them. Here's the thing: management is all about keeping the gears turning, hitting those numbers, and ensuring smooth operation. Leadership, on the other hand, is about inspiring your team, igniting their potential, and guiding them towards a shared vision. It's the difference between running a factory and conquering a mountain peak together. Ready to ditch the management rut and become the leader your team craves? Let's dive in with a story from my own journey. Flashback to 2019. I was a wide-eyed rookie, leading my first team. Excitement crackled through me, a hunger to prove myself. But here's the kicker: I was completely off track. I was managing people, not leading them. Big difference. Think about it this way: imagine your team as a high-powered engine. Management is about making sure the pistons pump, the valves open and close, everything running smoothly. It's crucial, but it doesn't ignite the engine, doesn't push it to break boundaries. That's leadership. It's about injecting passion, inspiring your team to push the limits, to collaborate and innovate. The problem with just managing? You end up with a team that feels like cogs in a machine, going through the motions, but lacking that spark, that drive for something bigger. And let me tell you, a stagnant team gets you nowhere fast. That's when I realized I needed to shift gears, to become the leader my team craved, not just the manager they reported to. So, what exactly is the difference between these two approaches? Management, at its core, is all about systems, processes, and that oh-so-sweet satisfaction of hitting those numbers. It's the efficiency guru in us, making sure every cog in the machine is turning smoothly and churning out results. Control, predictability, that's the management mantra. But leadership? That's a different beast entirely. Leadership is about the people. It's about lighting a fire under their seats, igniting their passion and potential. It's about empowering them to make decisions, to take ownership, and to see the bigger picture. Think of it as guiding your team on an exciting expedition, not just dictating the route from the front. A leader inspires a shared vision, a sense of purpose that transcends the daily grind. It's about creating a team that's not just working, but thriving, pushing boundaries and achieving things they never thought possible. Let's break it down with a simple analogy. Imagine your team as a factory. Management is like running that factory. You meticulously set up the production line, ensuring every machine hums along flawlessly. Your focus? Churning out widgets, those quantifiable results that keep the company running. It's all about efficiency, control, and predictability. Now, picture a different scenario, leading a mountain climbing team. This is where leadership shines. You, the leader, have a clear goal: reaching the summit. But here's the twist: you don't micromanage every step. Instead, you trust your team to navigate the terrain, support each other, and find the best path. Your role? Providing guidance, mentorship, and that crucial safety net. It's about collaboration, adaptability, and fostering the team's strengths to achieve a shared objective. See the difference? Management is about the production line, the widgets. Leadership is about the people, the summit, and the incredible journey you take together. So, are you ready to ditch the factory floor and embark on a leadership adventure with your team? Buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the practical steps that will transform you from manager to inspiring leader. So, how do we shift from managing to leading? Here are some key takeaways from my own leadership journey. So, we've established that leadership is about guiding your team to the summit, not just dictating every step on the assembly line. But here's the thing: even the most inspiring leader can't motivate a team struggling within a broken system. Think about it: imagine your mountain climbing team stuck with flimsy ropes and dull picks. No amount of motivational speeches will get them to the top safely. That's where point number one: design the system for success comes in. As the leader, you're essentially the architect of your team's environment. Everything from the physical layout to the project assignments and the overall company culture all play a crucial role. Don't underestimate the impact of these seemingly small details. If your team is consistently falling short of their goals, it's your job to diagnose the problem. Are they set up for success within the system you've created? In the coming points, we'll explore some actionable tips on how to design a system that empowers your team, removes roadblocks, and ultimately propels them towards achieving their full potential. So, stay tuned, because we're about to unlock the secrets to building a thriving team environment. Let me tell you a story that perfectly illustrates the power of designing a successful system. Back in the day, I had a fantastic new team member, Eve. Smart, dedicated, eager to learn, the ideal candidate. But here's the head-scratcher, her sales numbers just weren't where they needed to be. Was it a skills issue? Maybe she wasn't the right fit for the team? I threw everything at it, coaching sessions, motivational pep talks, the whole kit and caboodle. But her performance remained stagnant. Frustrated, I decided to have a heart-to-heart with Eve. What were the roadblocks hindering her success? And guess what we discovered? It wasn't her skills at all. It was the system I had designed. Due to office renovations, Eve was stuck in a separate pod, physically isolated from the rest of the team. Feeling disconnected and left out, her motivation took a nosedive. The fix? Simple. A desk change. Moving Eve closer to the team made a world of difference. Suddenly, she was bouncing ideas off colleagues, collaborating on strategies, and her numbers started soaring. It wasn't about her skills, it was about the system. This experience hammered home the importance of point number 1, design the system for success. The environment you create directly impacts your team's performance and well-being. Eve's story is a powerful reminder that a well-designed system can unlock a team's potential. But here's another crucial aspect, avoiding demotivation. We all crave a motivated team, a group brimming with enthusiasm and a drive to succeed. But sometimes, the culprit isn't a lack of motivation, it's a demotivating environment. Think about it this way, imagine your team as a race car, powerful engine, sleek design, but stuck in mud. No matter how much you rev the engine, it's not going anywhere fast. Point number 2, don't demotivate. This principle is all about identifying and removing those unnecessary roadblocks that bog your team down. Are there bureaucratic hurdles slowing down progress? Is your system overly complex and confusing? Streamlining processes and fostering clear communication are key ingredients in a motivating environment. But it's not just about systems, it's about accessibility. Is your team comfortable coming to you with questions, or do they hesitate to break your concentration? Remember, a leader who's constantly glued to their phone or swamped with meetings sends a clear message, I'm too busy for you. Creating a culture of open communication and easy access is crucial for building trust and fostering a sense of psychological safety within your team. We just established that a motivating environment isn't just about streamlined systems, but also about accessibility. Your team needs to know you're there for them, especially when they're stuck. But here's the key. Accessibility shouldn't be confused with constant hand-holding. Think of it this way, imagine your team as a group of mountain climbers. You, the leader, are there to provide guidance, ensure they have the right equipment, and be their safety net in case of emergencies. But you don't climb every step with them, do you? That stifles their growth and sense of accomplishment. The same goes for leadership. Empower your team to solve problems independently. Help them distinguish between real roadblocks, situations where they genuinely need your expertise, and minor hurdles they can overcome with a little creative thinking. Most importantly, make sure they know you're there for the exceptions, not the routine tasks. An open-door policy for genuine challenges builds trust and fosters a culture of ownership within your team. Alright, so we've talked about designing a system that empowers your team and avoiding demotivation through accessibility. But here's another crucial aspect of fostering a thriving team environment. Point number 3, square up and listen. Imagine this, a team member reaches out with a question. You, distracted by a million emails, barely glance up and offer a rushed answer. Not exactly a recipe for trust and open communication, right? When someone on your team takes the initiative to reach out, your response matters just as much as the answer itself. It's about giving them your full attention, both physically and mentally. Put down your phone, make eye contact, and truly listen to their concerns. Show genuine curiosity and a willingness to help, not just because it's your job, but because you genuinely care about their success. Here's the magic: by squaring up and actively listening, you build trust. Your team members will feel comfortable coming to you with the big issues, not just the everyday stuff. They'll know you're invested in their growth and well-being, fostering a collaborative spirit that propels your team forward. By actively listening to your team, you gain a deeper understanding of their strengths, weaknesses, and aspirations. This valuable information lays the groundwork for point number 4, delegate with purpose. Let's face it, micromanaging is the death knell of a motivated team. It stifles creativity, dampens ownership, and ultimately leads to burnout. True leadership is about empowerment. Delegate tasks strategically, matching projects with individual skill sets and fostering a sense of ownership. Imagine the difference. John, here's this report. Just crank it out by Friday, versus John, I'm working on this new marketing campaign, and I think your design skills would be a perfect fit. How about we brainstorm some ideas together? You'd take the lead on the creative direction, and I'll handle the logistics. What do you think? See the difference? The second approach fosters engagement and a sense of we're in this together. Involve your team in decision-making from day one. Let them know it's our team, not just my team. This collaborative spirit builds trust, ignites passion, and ultimately leads to a team that's not just working, but thriving. Remember how I mentioned the importance of involving your team in decision-making? Here's a story from my own leadership journey that perfectly captures the essence of delegation. My brilliant leadership coach once shared his experience coaching a youth soccer team. Now, picture this: a bunch of energetic kids, all eager to play, but none with assigned positions. Instead of dictating the rules and micromanaging every move, my coach did something unexpected. He had them all run a lap around the field. The first 11 to finish would be the starters. Talk about empowerment. Suddenly, the team wasn't just a collection of individuals, they were a unit working together. They strategized positions, figured out substitutions, and even came up with a game plan, all on their own initiative. My coach was there, of course, to guide and adjust when needed, but he wasn't the puppet master pulling the strings. This story perfectly encapsulates the essence of delegation, letting your team learn and grow by taking ownership. It's not about handing off tasks and hoping for the best. It's about facilitating their decision-making, fostering collaboration, and creating a space where they can thrive. Delegation isn't just about efficiency, it's about empowering your team to become not just followers, but leaders in their own right. Remember that soccer team? By letting them take ownership, they not only learned valuable skills but also developed a winning game plan. The faster you can equip your team to manage themselves, the faster your business will soar. Imagine a team that takes initiative, solves problems creatively, and thrives in a collaborative environment. That's the power of leadership. You're not just managing widgets on a production line, you're cultivating a team of future leaders ready to tackle any challenge that comes your way. So, are you ready to ditch the management rut and become the leader your team craves? Remember, leadership is a journey, not a destination. It's a continuous process of learning, adapting, and growing alongside your team. Here are some final thoughts to keep you on the right track. Point number 1. Keep a pulse on your team. Schedule regular one-on-one meetings to check in, not just on tasks, but on their overall well-being and morale. Ask for feedback, their ideas and insights are invaluable. Let them know you value their opinions, even if you can't implement every suggestion. Open communication is a two-way street. Point number 2. See the potential in everyone. Every member of your team brings unique talents and perspectives to the table. Believe in their capabilities and celebrate their successes, big or small. A simple great job or a public shout-out can work wonders. Let them know you see them and the value they contribute. Remember, people are amazing. You have the privilege of guiding them on a part of their journey. Foster an environment where they feel valued, supported, and empowered to achieve great things. That's the true power of leadership. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe for more content on building a thriving team. Until next time, I am Tony.